Good afternoon, people. This is Team ContiBreak with our deck profile of Mr. Dwight Fagunil's Aqua Force Tetra Boil build. So, Mr. Dwight, please tell us about your deck.
So since my deck focuses on the Blue Wave archetype, I use the Blue Wave Dragon Dagger Master Draco Kid since its GB1 effect gives CB1 put into soul. Since my deck has a standing Vanguard like Tetra Boil and Tetra Drive, I can draw a card for each attack, and for the fifth wave it gains a crit. So yeah.
×1.
So for my grade 3s, I run 4 Anger Boils, which is the break stride of Tetra Boil, which is wave 2. When my Vanguard attacks, I can choose 2 of my rested units, I can stand them, and I can give them plus 3k power.
×4, of course.
So I run 3 of the Tetra Drive Dragons since the Blue Wave archetype doesn't have any backup grade 3s other than Blue Wave Tetra Drive Dragon. So yeah, since it's still restanding Vanguard for a limit break 4, it's still a nice card in the deck.
Very nice for grade levels.
And I run 1 Transcore Dragon for the times when I get it first. I can break right with Tetra Drive, which is a very strong card in the limit break era before.
So that's our grade 3, standard 8 grade 3s.
So for my grade 2s, I run 3 of the Magnum Assaults, which is at the end of the battle that this unit is boosted, I can CB1, I can stand this unit and give plus 2k to it. So it's an attack enabler.
Essential for that number of battles.
So I run the 4 Tidal Assaults, which is very standard for any Aqua Force deck.
Cancer number 2. Early game pressure. Of course, you can't build Aqua Force without it.
And I run 4 of the Blue Wave Marine General Foivos, which is the same with Magnum Assault. But the difference is when I have a Blue Wave Vanguard, when it is the 3rd battle only, I can CB1 when this attacks a Vanguard, and I can stand it and give it plus 2. So another attack enabler.
Of course, numbers of battles are important and not GB restricted.
So next, I run for the grade 1s.
Grade 2s.
I run 2 of the Seagull Soldiers. The skill is, when placed on the rear guard circle, I can soul blast 1 and give a unit other than the Seagull Soldier and give it plus 3. This card is a very nice card to have in the deck since it gives an early game rushing, which is a strong point of Aqua Force. And the GB1 ability, which is wave 4 or more, when this unit boosts, I can bounce it back to my hand, which I can still use the skill over and over again, as long as I have the soul.
Very nice combo with your attackers.
So next, I run the 2 of the bright shooters, which wave 4 or more. When this unit boosts, I can get a grade 3 from my drop zone and add it to my hand. So yeah. Next, I run 3 of the Stasias, which is a back row attacker. When attacks from the back row, gains a plus 3, so it can take out the intercepts of my opponent. And also an attack enabler.
Another wave enabler.
And I run 3 of the Stride Fathers. Since I already have the 2 of the bright shooters, which can get me grade 3s from my drop zone to my hand, I can easily get Stride Fathers late in the game. So I only put in 3 of the Nikis.
Since it's a stride deck, of course.
And I run 4 of the PGs.
Standard for PGs, for any kind of deck.
Next, I run, for my trigger lineup, I choose 8-4-4, 8 crits, 4 draws, and 4 heals. For the draw triggers, I have 4 Malikas, 4 Supersonic Soldiers,
4 crits, supersonic for that plus 3.
4
I mean, Unflip or plus 3?
4 of the Brutal Troopers.
Unflip, of course, sorry.
And 4 heals.
For that awesome amount of draws for the blue wave. Proceeding to the strides, what do we have?
I run 4 of the Tetra Ball Dragons, which is, since I run the blue wave archetype, I run 4 of the standing Tetra Balls. I run 1 Aristotle, which can give me 3rd wave or more, CB1, retire 1 from my opponent's field.
Field control.
One Tidal Board Dragon, which is also wave 3 or more. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, I can draw 1 and choose, and I may call a card to my rear guard circle.
So that they would guard in case it's the first stride.
And I run 2 of the two Lambros, which is a nice push. After I use up all of my Tetra Balls, I can still use the Lambros for the final push.
So that's it for our blue wave archetype deck. Champion build of Mr. Dwight Paganil. Deck name is Naked Seaman. So if you want to learn more on how to use the deck or on how he uses the deck, watch more and watch the vid on the link below.
Best girl, yeah. Best girl.
Chitoge, best girl. According to him, Team Chitoge. I'm Team Onodera, of course. So yeah, that's about it. Any more side comments about your deck?
This deck is very flexible since I run a lot of attack enablers. I can easily pull it off when I stride my Tetra Ball. Even against retire heavy clans or Link Joker, I can still enable the 4th attack as long as I have 1 lane open or at least 1 open rear guard circle. Like for example, so yeah, for example, my field is locked. So I can still pull off Tetra Ball standing skill since I can use this to attack the rear guard. And with the help of the break stride, I can stand these 2 units and give them plus 3. So Tidal Assault can swing twice and pay the cost for Tetra Ball to stand again. So yeah.
The deck has killed many Link Jokers before. Trust Mr. Dwight for he's one of the Aqua Force Meisters. So that's it for our Aqua Force build, Blue Wave archetype. Thank you, Mr. Dwight. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our page, people, and see you again.